first we went to, let's go back to the beginning. I logged in up here. There was it said login. It says login out now because I've already logged in. And once you click on that, the screen will appear and you just put in your CBWM or your CBWMH email address, and your password, like I said, was capital P password plus the numbers 123. Here's that link if you forgot your password. Okay. And once you've logged in, your account looks like this. And what I was showing you was, here's the Snapmail button, and I clicked on Snapmail profile. Oops. There's two different categories of cards. There's a just listed and a just sold card. And to edit the verbiage for the just listed card, you click here, edit. And this is just showing you what the cards look like. You can change the way your name appears. You can change the phone number and the email address on the system. You can add a personal photo of yourself if you like. And here is the message that appears on all the cards. You can change this. Again, you wouldn't want to change this here if you're going to put specific verbiage about a listing. In this, you wouldn't do that here. You will do that in a different place where I'll show you in a minute. This is what would the stock information that would show up on every card. If you ever plan on sending out more than the 30 that the company pays for, you can put your credit card information in here. The company will always automatically be billed for the first 30, and then your credit card will be billed for only the overages. Otherwise, you wouldn't really want to change anything in here other than this verbiage. Okay? And you just, when you're done, you would click Save Changes. I'm not going to do that because I'm in Patty's account. Now I want to show you Snapmail Approval. The Snapmail Approval button is where you're going to see all of your waiting orders. And Patty has a lot. She's a big lister. But when you get the email from Merrill that shows that you have a proof, you won't see this screen. You're going to see this is what's going to pop up. And it shows you a proof of the postcard. Some people don't see this. This is in Chrome. The proofs don't appear all that well in Chrome, but they do work. You just have to realize that there's a scroll bar here. This one will not let you see that the back side of the card. You have to use the scroll bar here, and you can just scroll down and see the back of the card. If you look at the card and you like everything you see, and you're okay with just sending out the 30, you would just click on Submit Order and you're done. If you don't like what you see or you want to send more than 30, there's something else you want to update on here. You'll hit Cancel Order. After you hit Cancel Order, it's going to appear. I'm going to go to My Account and Orders. It's going to appear here, but in the status section it's going to say canceled. So to go and make the changes, I'll find the one I want to make the changes to, and I'm going to click on Reorder. And now you're just going to follow the prompts through here, but I'll walk you through this. You would click Continue because you want to reorder with changes. And again, you can make changes here to your name, your phone number, all this information you can change, but it only changes it for this card. And then once you've made your changes, just click Continue. this is the property address. You might want to change it so when you put things in the MLS, sometimes they use all caps, and maybe you want to change it so it's all it looks proper, so just with a capital O and then lowercase RTON Ville, you know. But otherwise, you probably wouldn't make many changes here. Hit continue. This is where you can update the photo. Sometimes, especially if your MLS is real comp, you'll find that the photos will have white borders on the edges. And you can easily replace the photos here by clicking on choose file. You pick the photo and then upload it, and it helps you crop it properly. You can also change the verbiage. Now, if you wanted to take the time to say something about this listing here, you could do that. In this case, it's a sold listing. Maybe you want to say that you sold it in 3 days or something like that. You could add that information to this section here. Once you've finished, hit continue. And it will show you a proof of the order. If you're happy with what you see, check approval and hit continue. You're not final yet. There's more to do, so you don't have to be worried about checking out at this point. Now we can see the addresses. It's automatically picked. You'll see the one checked here. It's automatically picked the addresses around, the 30 addresses around your listing, or in this case 29, because the default is to send one to you, the listing agent. So 29 addresses around the listing are going to get this card automatically. But if I want to increase that, I'm going to click on Create New List. And I would just simply type, I have to give it a name. I could say 35 listed street addresses, or I could name it anything. And here's where I would pick the quantity. I can make some other little changes here if I want. But it's going to automatically find, if I say 150, it's going to automatically find 150 addresses. And then when I'm done, I'll click continue. But I'm just going to hit back for now. If you'd like to see the addresses that it's chosen for you, you can click here and it shows you the exact addresses that it's going to use. Okay. If you have your own address list you'd like to send it to, you can upload an address list here. If you want to send it, for some reason you don't want to send it to the surrounding neighborhood, maybe you want to send it to a different zip code or the entire zip code, you can do that up here too, or you can choose street names. Once you've made all the changes that you like, you can click continue. Before I do that, I want you to notice that currently the cards do say have the first and last name on them, and then it also says or current resident after that. If you want to just completely take their names off of it and just say my neighbor at or current resident, you can just click that button here. When you're finished, click on continue. Now we are completely done, ready to go, and all you would do is add this to your cart. Now it does say $21 here, but you don't have to worry about that. Once you add it to your cart and during the checkout process, you'll see that there'll be a line that says marketing contribution, and the $21 will come off, and you would only have to pay anything that is above that first 30. Okay, so that's how you edit cards. Now I do want to show you one more thing, the Snapmail enrollments. If you love to send out just listed, or you don't want to send out just sold, or vice versa for whatever reason, you can unsubscribe here. If you have any questions about that, you can give me a call. That is all I wanted to show you for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and use the question box or the chat box on the side.
Hey, Kim, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, so there was a couple of questions. One was, do you know what the cost per additional postcard is?
It's about 70 cents, and
Okay,
that includes postage.
awesome. Okay, and the other question, and I don't know if you were going to address this today or not, but it says, can you show us how to add a subdivision list from PRD?
Um, like how to actually go into PRD and get the addresses. No, I wasn't prepared to do that, but
Do we maybe just want to like kind of do a general frequently asked questions and we can send something out to them all after this? Maybe in the
we
next couple
can
of days?
we can do that. Yeah, that would be fine. Um, I just popped back in here and where I mentioned the import new list. This is where you could import that list from PRD, but I think the question is probably how do I get the addresses out of PRD? And yes, we can do that. We'll follow up with the FAQ.
Awesome. Okay, I
For
don't,
some reason, I can't actually see the question section.
yeah, this is our first time co-presenting, so I've been looking at the questions.
Oh, here we go. Now I can see them.
Okay.
Um, Okay, yeah, I guess that is all of the questions. I hope this was helpful. You can email me or anybody on my team if you have questions. The support at live chat at Merrill is super helpful as well, and they can walk you through any of these items, but we're happy to do it. And if you're one of those agents that's maybe a little afraid of technology or you feel like you're technology challenged and you get your first proof and you do want to make changes and you're a little bit worried about that, it's very easy for us to walk you through the changes one by one to make sure it comes out just the way you want it to. So feel free to do that as well. Okay, with that said, thank you for attending and we'll see you soon.